Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and I'm really excited today to be able to show off this beautiful hybrid pick design. This is the Viper, and this is a collaborative effort between myself and my friend Tipene, all the way over in New Zealand, who is a fabulous pick maker and who realised my designs beautifully, and you can see that here. So, what is a hybrid pick? Well, you might be familiar with the half diamond, which is designed to do raking and pushing and levering, and also individual picking of pins. I find that personally the half diamond doesn't work out for me very well. Some people absolutely love it. I prefer a rounded peak, and I find that this such a wide end on the larger half diamond in particular is it fouls pins when you push it up too far, and also find that the smaller half diamonds can't lift as far. So again, there's always a compromise with these kind of things. Some people love the half diamond; it's a perfectly good profile, but I prefer things like a snake rake. It's not a hybrid pick, but it's a very nice rounded rake, and I really like the snake. I also like short hooks. So my idea was to try and combine the two and actually have something which would give you a sort of a hook at the front and snake rake at the rear. A similar design and a bit of an inspiration for this was the Sparrow Sandman, but that was just too big, I found, for a lot of European locks. Saying that, I've countered a number of similar issues with this. This is a lot slimmer in terms of overall profile to something like the Sandman, but it's still large. Let's get the calipers on this, and I'll show you that the overall sort of height of this is just over 4 millimeters, and that is a lot of height to try and get into a lock. So it does work on Yale. This is a classic Yale keyway. This is a full size one, and it can go in, but if you had pins which didn't need to be set very high, then you would struggle, because this is, like I said, if you see there going off that warding, just how high those pins must be before you overset them. It's mixed success with these, truthfully, and virtually zero success with the smaller kind of 4-pin Yale style keyways. It just jams in. You might be lucky with a couple of them with the low tolerances, but this isn't great. Where does it work best? Well, ironically, it works best with American style keyways. So things like the Master Locks, things like these, generic Chinese locks, things like the Schlage style keyways, Lockwood keyways, things that you might find in North America, Canada, and Australia primarily. Which is a shame in some ways, because I wanted this particular pick to be more useful in European keyways. However, that isn't quite the case. I'm just going to grab Mad Bob 1.2mm pry bar and just demonstrate how it does fit into these. It is quite a nice rake for that purpose. So let's have a little go at these. This is a 5-pin lock. I think it's all standards. It's nothing too special, so we should be able to get in there and rake it open. There we go. You can also single pin pick with this, but I'd rather show you that using cutaway. Then you can see what's going on inside. So what I've got in here is a Sparrow's cutaway. Let's get some better lighting on it for you. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yes, says everybody. Okay, and what we've got in here, if I put the rake side in, just lift the pins up for you, you can see hopefully that you've got a mushroom spool at the back, you've got 3 North spools and a standard pin there. I'm just going to put some focus lock on those pins for you so that it doesn't move in and out as I get my hand in the way. So, I mean, I can see what's going on inside, so put primer at the top. So I should be able to quite easily demonstrate how you can use this as a hybrid pick in these wider open keyways. So you go in and you just have to try and set some pins. I've already entered a false set. False set because the standard pin's been raked. Now you can see here that I've got one of the spools at the shear line as well. How would I get the rest? Well, I turn it over, of course, and I go in and I start at the back and see what I can feel and pick. So just going in all the way to the back and I can feel that I've got a binder on pin 5. Got to be careful this doesn't pop out of the vise. This is a problem with these Schley style ones. It's got a big counter rotation, and I think we set pin 5, 4, 3, 2, and I think I've dropped 1 getting that pin. So let's try and get that. Go through, and we're open. So there we go. So with these wider open keyways, this works quite well as a single pick, and also is useful with those hybrid picking techniques where you set the pins first and then go in. So this is the Viper pick profile, and overall I'd say that in terms of combining the snake rake and a short hook, it works really well. The idea with this was that I put the hook profile as close to the end as possible, so it felt more natural when you're using it to actually pick. I found that things with the Sandman where the peak was in the middle of the pick, in my mind's eye I just found it very hard to get that accurate pin placement. I would say that this is no worse than the Sandman, but in some regards it's no better either. The only way it's better, I think, is that you got the peak at the front, and it's slightly better for doing raking techniques instead of rocking techniques. It's slightly better at getting to tighter European keyways, but that 4.25mm height, overall height of this, is just a little bit inhibitory. I will be keeping it and using it because it's extremely useful in those more wide open keyways. It's a great hybrid pick for that. It just is. It's really brilliant. So in some ways it's a success. In some ways it hasn't achieved what I originally tried to get it to do, which was to sort of make a better hybrid pick for European locks. However, not to worry. This Viper is one of a set of 3. And we also have, and I'll introduce them very quickly because I want to do separate videos on them, because I think they deserve it, is we also have the Tipene, which is more of a rocker profile with a pick profile again towards the end, and also the Boomslang, or I believe a Baumslang if you were Dutch. And this is very similar to a short hook profile, but modified to have some peaks on the back. So I will go into those in more detail in other videos. I hope you found this interesting. This is the Viper profile. I hope you like it. If you do, please feel free to go ahead and try and make your own or modify something like this and see how successful you are with it. Again, just thank you to Tipene for his excellent craftsmanship and helping me realise my pick design. So, see you next time.